to the expensive
not know how to react.
And
I don't even think that people were. Welcome back to the Industry Forward podcast. I'm Eric Shumway from MachineMaze. Today we're going to be talking about stories that illustrate innovative and resilient companies. And today I'm joined by my friend and colleague, Harish Morab. Welcome.
Hello.
Good to see you. It's been a bit. It's been about 6 months since I was here, and we had an opportunity to hang out in person as a group. A lot of reasons behind that. Probably the single biggest was tariffs.
Yeah.
But it's been great to be back. This week that I'm here, they always go very quickly, and a lot of that is because we've got a lot to do.
Exactly.
So Harish is the head of our NPD and engineering department. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah. So as you introduced, my name is Harish, and I take care of the engineering and NPD department. So again, one must be wondering what engineering and NPD in a manufacturing setup, but because manufacturing is a straightforward business. But again, at MachineMaze, what we do at the value addition is like the extension of engineering speeds up and amplifies the manufacturing process, and it's add a lot of value. Like we have usually have the word value added value engineering. So that's what we are implementing at MachineMaze, which resulting in filtering out the process, fastening our manufacturing process, getting lean, cutting costs, and again adding value to our end customer.
Excellent. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever get packages from our customers or our prospects that aren't complete?
Yes, many times. I mean, we never get the complete package, and again, we are not to blame them, because again, the engineering is so scarce. Many companies can't afford to have an engineering team. Again, courtesy to the expensive softwares and a lot of tools to be invested. Having said that, that is the value addition which we are providing here at MachineMaze, and that is what is working for our customers as well.
So basically, we're an extension of their engineering departments.
Yes, exactly.
That's great. I know I can say that I've seen this firsthand. There's been a number of projects that we've worked on together, some in which we had nothing more than a little napkin sketch. So being able to have your team, then that support has been huge. So one of the things that's definitely been shown, a lot of the customers in the United States have seen this and in Europe, but MachineMaze has begun to generate a reputation of maintaining really high industry standards. There's so many manufacturers throughout India and China and other places in the world, and sometimes it's difficult to be able to maintain those high standards. What are some of the things that your group is doing to help us keep the highest standards and ensure that the MachineMaze name is always associated with outstanding quality and service?
So again, coming to manufacturing, right? Quality is the main aspect, because again, if you don't give the quality product to our customer, right? So we end up losing our orders and the business eventually. So again, at MachineMaze, right? So we have our process streamlined. Again, we don't have any wastage or creep kind of setup here. We have a streamlined process. We have any RFQ which comes in or request comes in, it goes through a thorough process. We have an engineering NPD, we edit out. We do the shoot costing ourselves so that we can have that bargaining power with our suppliers. And again, when we enter into the actual manufacturing and into the production, it's thoroughly vetted by our quality team. And we actually follow a lot of stringent quality actions like 5S and so on.
Wait, are you telling me that you work closely with our quality team?
Yes.
So yeah.
Again, without quality, you will end up nowhere.
For sure. Now, that's always been one of the things about MachineMaze that was so valuable, is the cohesive environment. Engineering working with quality, and quality and engineering working with sales, and then with production. That coordinated effort has been a big deal in being able to get programs through from, inception to completion in a pretty quick order. Over the last 6 months, I think not just India, but really India more than anyone else, has been dealing with some big challenges. Those are what I mentioned earlier, tariffs. How have those tariffs impacted you and your team and MachineMaze as a whole?
Yes. Again, tariff is it's a very unpleasant thing. Again, we never expected that to come in because again, we had our all process streamlined and we are up to the mark. What we are doing the best thing. But again, tariff is an unexpected thing which landed up. And again, this was like an opportunity for us. I mean, we never backed out. Okay, there's a tariff and we need to figure it out. We took a lot of internal measures. Okay, and there is again a chance for MachineMaze to optimize our process. Again, costs are very important for any businesses, right? So again, tariff added that extra cost. So we had to streamline our processes, cut down costs, and again ensure the process is more streamlined, be in more efficient way. So that gave the chance to restructure ourselves and be more efficient than ever before. And again, we had to convert our customers not just as suppliers from the supplier point of view as well. We actually went into a collaborative mode. We went into partnership mode even with the customer side and the supplier side. And again, these are all new avenues that had to be tried.
For sure. That was, I can attest from my side, being in the United States, pre-tariff, it was unbelievable. I've never seen adoption like our platform as quick and as enthusiastically as I did, only to have people be hit with a heavy tariff and not know how to react. I don't even think that people were interested in trying to just run away. They just didn't know what was next and where do I go. And I think your point about that collaboration, that partnership with our customers is so important because as we were dealing with this, there were a lot of conversations where we had to kind of bare our soul and so did our customer. But together we were able to find paths forward where it was mutually beneficial, if not sometimes challenging. And now as we're kind of finding ourselves on the other side of that tariff issue, in this case, India being at a 0 to 18% tariff rate, depending on the product, it puts India at the second lowest tariff rate in the world, actually just behind the EU. And when you couple that with the incredible labor rate, the low labor rate that India has while maintaining amazing engineering resources and natural resources, production across so many states in India, I got to tell you, the opportunity that we find ourselves in now is amazing. Kind of felt desperate 6 months ago, and today it looks very exciting and rosy. And I got to tell you, for me, to know that that slowdown actually wasn't all negative. It gave us an opportunity to put new systems or strengthen the systems that we had so that as we're moving forward, we're really prepared for the massive growth and excitement that we're going to see.
Exactly. Again, crises are unwanted, but again, any crisis can turn into opportunity. I mean, we have seen the 2008 crash or the COVID crash. I mean, many people thought we were all doomed, but again, you have seen the remarkable, growth story and the comeback. The markets have come back.
Yeah.
So again, any crisis is an opportunity, and I think we have grabbed that opportunity. And in fact, we didn't just survive; we actually made a huge growth potential. Actually.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. In spite of being saddled with tariffs, we've picked up a number of exciting new customers. Programs have expanded. In some cases, it gave us an opportunity to shift a little bit of focus, and now those areas and programs are beginning to flourish. So those are all the positive things. So yeah, it's great to be on the other side of that massive tariff issue. We know it slowed us down a little bit, but ultimately we're better and stronger for having gone through that. having shifted a bit of focus. So as I think about this, and we're looking forward, how do you see MachineMaze continuing to grow our business as we move forward?
So again, we had an incredible growth story until now, and we are eager to expand ourselves. And again, this tariff crisis, it improvised our internal, resources and capabilities. And again, a lot of, we had internal employees rising up to the occasions. Okay, until that time, it was all dependent, we were not that agile and all those things. But thanks to tariff and those pressure situations, right? So we pulled ourselves, lots of heroes emerged out. And again, it's just again, process doesn't just justify the strength of a company. It's all about the individuals. Again, the mindset and the hunger to cross the hurdles, tackle challenges. I think that's what is giving strength to MachineMaze as a team. To grow.
Yeah.
Grow.
No, for sure, the collective group and their effort has been a major part of that. There's a lot of reports going out that 2026 has the potential to be one of the biggest output years ever for India. As you're working closely with our manufacturing partners, your engineering team, you're really oftentimes the tip of the spear when it comes to the MachineMaze family going out and working with our partners. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to as we're moving forward into 2026 and the growth that we're going to see? I guess let me rephrase that question. Is there anything that you're doing specifically with your team that really helps us launch a little faster, a little better communication, these things, because they're going to be critical as we see this massive growth?
Okay. Yeah, again, we have an internal tool developed called Precision X. So that has been a very pivotal, thing to ramp up, to ramp up the curve, basically the growth curve. And I think with the Precision X coming in, it's been more transparent. And again, it's been a transparent with customers along with the suppliers as well. So that's where we have been able to strike that deals with from the customer side of it or the supplier side of it. Again, trust is a very critical thing. You do any business, if you don't have trust, you never go anywhere, right? So right. It's a very, very critical thing. I think with the Precision X, it amplifies the efficiency of the process, what we are doing, and it creates the transparency. Again, we have a model, the software model, where we have real-time updates to our customers and all those things. And again, we are engaging our suppliers as well, because again, that's not the norm here. Usually, how it works around, they get the request and they get it done. Just get the job done. But again, there is not much engagement. But here we engage the suppliers, we keep them interested and we motivate them as well. Okay, there's a lot of growth coming up. Again, the tariff reducing down, it's a huge potential for us. There are a lot of RFQs floating in and many more to come in. And again, compared to our major competitors who are China, so the China Plus One strategy is working really well. So a lot of influx of requirements are coming from USA and Europe. So I think we are very bullish on this year, and I think we are geared up to take up the challenges.
Yeah, I agree. I think 2026 has the potential to be amazing. I do want to circle back just a second and touch on Precision X. There's a lot of people that are going to watch this and they're not going to have a clue. They'll maybe ascertain that it does something to kind of create this cohesive network internally. But just to give people a little bit broader picture of what Precision X is, this, as Harish said, it's a homegrown software program or platform that ties together the ecosystem of MachineMaze from our factory supply partners, our customers, the internal quality and engineering and process from beginning at quote all the way through to production. It provides an amazing amount of transparency to the customer, from the customer all the way through to the factories. Beginning a program to the end, you can see what's going on, where it is in the line of that progression, and really take away a lot of the questions that are often asked by customers. Where are my parts? When am I going to get them? Is this done? How many did you actually get out? You know, the level of detail, the dashboards that are available, this is another major factor of what separates MachineMaze from other manufacturing companies. You know, as we look forward and try to think about maybe the next 5 years, you know, we started this company 5 years ago, and now we're looking forward 5 years. And this, I'm not going to hold you to it, but where do you see us in 5 years?
Actually, we have a very like bright and like high target set to ourselves. I think we need to grow like exponentially, considering the requirements we are having in. Again, as you mentioned, the Precision X software, right? So that has given a strong leverage for us to grow exponentially. I think we are like somewhere aiming to be at least the 5x of what we are doing as of now. I mean, that is what I have envisioned in my mind, and as a company.
Yeah, I would agree. There are a few companies that are 5 years old that are where we are, and there's few that I think have the prospects of being where we'll be in 5. Technology is amazing. It definitely helps when you harness it and use it in an effective way. And I think we've done that, and we're going to continue to do that and expand on the positive things. Like all challenges, you know, iron sharpens iron. It makes us better, and we've lived through some, and we'll have more. And the thing we know now is that we have a resilient and innovative company that we're excited for everyone to learn more about and engage with us. Give us an opportunity to talk about your projects, the things that matter to you, and let us show you how MachineMaze can make a difference in your business and in your supply chain. Give us a call, and we're happy to talk with you soon. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.